When a group of new friends discovered they shared the same winemaking vision, they turned their dream into a reality with Attune Wines. So let's start off by talking about how Attune Wines came to be. What started this winery?
So Attune actually came through between me and a couple other partners. I used to travel a lot for work, and Friday nights I'd go to drink at a bar and eat dinner. And I would always bring a really good bottle of wine. I've always collected. It's always been a big part of my life. My dad collected, and I've always loved it. And I met my other partner, Mike, and he would always eat dinner at the same restaurant. And eventually he saw what I was drinking. He wanted to try it. I saw what he was drinking, and he would want to try it. And then eventually he said to me, "Hey, by the way, I built this house in Sonoma, and I put a vineyard on it. Do you want to take a look at it and see if it's worth making wine from?" So I called my buddy Kenneth Uhas, who's our winemaker, and said, "Hey, this guy says he has some fruit. Let's go take a look at it. You want to make some wine?" And then right there in the vineyard, we shook hands and we said, "Let's make 50 cases." And that was it.
Wow. So tell us more about the production. What is your production now?
Production currently is about under 600 cases total. The 2012 vintage of Pinot Noir is 282 cases, and we make a rosé of that fruit as well that we pick early in August, and that is 130 cases at the moment. And we also have a Chardonnay at 140 cases.
Wow.
So it did start incredibly small at 50, and while we have grown, it's still, by and large, a very small operation for all of us.
Right on, yeah. So you can just get together and drink your wine, which I love this story. I love the concept of friends just hanging out and creating some nice handcrafted wine. But what really grabbed my attention is you guys are really big on meticulous vineyard management, and you drop a ton of fruit. Tell me about that.
So we farmed about 1.5 to 2 tons an acre. We want to get the best fruit that we can. So we actually do a couple pass-throughs. Our vineyard management company does an excellent job. Our winemaker is ruthless in what he wants there and what he doesn't want there.
And then do you sit down and taste the wine with your winemaker and try to, create a very specific flavor profile, or is it you just kind of let the fruit speak for itself?
It's nice to take what the land gives you and let the fruit speak for itself. Of course, we do plenty of barrel tastings, and we complain about it to the wives when we leave the house, but it's truly not the worst part of our job.
You mentioned you are literally planted on an ancient riverbed. What is it about Carneros that is so perfect for Pinot Noir?
Temperature for one. As we stand here right now, we're trying not to shiver, and we have a little bit of raindrops coming our way finally, which can be rare in California over the last few years, but if it's going to happen somewhere, it's going to happen in this region. Fog rolls in at night and it cools the grapes down. It's a very thin-skinned grape. It's difficult to grow, and too much sun can burn it up. And so you'll find all of our neighbors growing Chardonnay and Pinot Noir here as well. Maybe some cool climate Syrah.
Earlier we were chatting and you mentioned that a big part, the essence of your brand, is just getting together with friends and having fun. So tell me, what is it you want the wine consumer to take away when they get a bottle of the Attune Wines?
The biggest thing that I think people should take away, I'll let Jason answer himself, but is that I think at the end of the day, sitting down with your friends, your family, or new friends, opening a bottle of wine, having dinner is one of the best and most fun things in the world. And more people need to do that and relax and enjoy the world and just have a good time and be together and just make it better. And helping facilitate that, to me, really makes me feel good. It makes me feel like we're doing something more important.
That's really how this project started. It was great friends coming together with, of course, a common interest, but a common passion as well. And as David said, celebrating and sharing this wine with friends and with loved ones and making new friends with it. We're thankful to have distribution in some local restaurants and wine shops, and to have someone like Cellar Angels bringing our wine to new homes and new areas. It's really a great feeling that you guys can enjoy it the way that we do and celebrate the way that we do.
We love the story of Attune Wines, just a group of friends who create small, handcrafted wines that can in turn cultivate friendships around the world.